Hey everybody, it's me, Kim, and I am here for a little quick something that has me feeling some kind of way. Um, and I just want to talk about it really quickly and maybe put a challenge out for this mindset. If you hear my fan in the background, I apologize. I am in Germany, and most of Europe does not believe in central air. So it is 94 degrees and it's hot here. So I apologize if you can hear it. But this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about it's the name I came up with because I don't know what the name of it is. But I call it trauma tethering. And I'm going to read this meme because I've seen this going around Instagram, Facebook, and so many people are agreeing with it and being like, yes, girl, yes. And I kind of want to challenge, put a bit of a challenge on this mindset because I believe this is dangerous. I believe it is prohibitive. I believe it causes us issues that we don't necessarily have to endure because of a mindset. So I'm just going to read this meme. I have it down here because I'm recording on my phone. But anyway, I'm going to read it and then I'm going to talk about why I think it's a problem. It says, I needed to be broke so I could learn how to budget. I needed to be treated badly so I could appreciate being treated great. I needed to work jobs I hated so that I could work hard to do what I love. I needed to stray from God so I could understand there's nothing better. Now, disclaimer, I understand that some things we learn better by experience. I do understand that. I, however, am one of those people that I would prefer to learn from your experience. So while experience does have its place, yes, that to me is one thing. And this meme to me is why I say it's trauma tethering. Is a tether is something that connects one thing to another. And so what it makes this meme, what it makes it seem like, if I can talk, is that unless something terrible happens, I cannot have something good happen. Because it doesn't say because I was broke, I learned how to budget. That's not what it says. It says I needed to be broke so I could understand how to budget, or understand that I needed to budget. No, you just need to. You didn't need to be broke to know that you need to budget. The budget is what helps you know how you spend your money and how it needs to go forth. You need to say, this is how much I make, and this is the bills that need to come out. That's just good common sense type of, this is where my money is going. So you don't need something negative to happen so that you can know what good is. And this is an example that I've heard so many people use before. That I used to be a bank teller for a while, and what they do when we're in training as tellers is, no matter which side of the bank you're going to work on, if you're going to be on the teller side or the platform side, you go through the same class initially. And one of the things they teach you is about counterfeit money. But what they do not teach you is counterfeit money. They teach you the real money. They teach you what it looks like. You memorize that. You learn that there's a colored stripe here. There's it almost looks like a hologram on certain parts of the money. It feels like this. It does this. It behaves this way. It feels like this if you ball it up. We go through all of these things on the real money, because once I know what the real is, I don't care what counterfeit you present me. I know it's not real. I don't have to be treated badly 17 different ways to know that there are 17 different ways to feel, to be mistreated, to know that, oh, there's a good way. No, I know there's a good way. And the problem with this mindset is it sets our expectation. It connects all of our reward and our good and our wonderful that we can expect for ourselves, that we want for ourselves, that we're working towards, we're training our mind to think that it can only come after something negative. It can only come after something traumatic. I had to be broke. I had to work a job that I hate to know that I love this one. No. You know what you like. You know what you love. You know how you want to be treated. You do not need to experience, to go through, to suffer, to understand what you already know is good. And it's a dangerous thing to buy into this mindset, because what we don't understand is it's a form of self-fulfilling prophecy. One of the things that I say all the time, and if anybody from the women's group knows and watches this video, they know I say all the time, change your confession. You hear what you're saying. You're listening to you. Change what you're saying. Because if you're saying that the only way that I can learn how to be treated well is that I have to be mistreated, you're going to look for mistreatment. You're going to shun good treatment. You're going to self-sabotage. You're going to say, this is too good, this can't be true, something wrong with him. It's something wrong with him. And then we go digging down this rabbit hole, and we go down and we're like, something happened. He can't be as good as he said. So this job they cannot want to pay me this amount of money. There is something wrong. And then we wonder sometimes how we become pessimistic people. It's because we have trained our mind a lot of times in this way to say that if something bad didn't come and I don't have that experience, I won't know what good is. Now, I do understand that there's good and evil, dark and light. Y'all please know that I'm not trying to say that those things are untrue. I'm speaking about this strictly from a mindset point of view for the way that we as women tend to go through life. I don't have to be mistreated to know that I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be mistreated. Period. By anyone for any reason. I shouldn't allow it to continue. Once I've acknowledged it, once I've seen it, if I decide I'm going to share this with you and I want you to hear me, and if I decide to give you a certain amount of time, a grace period to align yourself with the way I expect to be treated, and you don't, then I cut you off. If that's the way it has to go, that's fine. But don't think that there's no way that you can have anything good without something bad happening first. That's a horrible, that would be a horrible proposition to entertain. That nothing that I want good is going to come unless I'm traumatized first. Yes, things are going to be require hard work. Yes, life happens, and so some things are just going to be difficult. Yes, somebody's going to mistreat you or offend you or do something wrong. Yes, but that isn't saying that a prerequisite to anything good in my life, any lesson that I've learned, any positive experience that I have, has to be traumatic. No. We have to begin to look at things from a different perspective. I deserve good things. I deserve to be treated well. I deserve to love my job. I deserve all of that. And so because I deserve it, that's what I'm going after. And if or when life comes in and interferes and somebody does something that is detrimental to me, is hurtful to me, could be a setback, what I'm going to do is deal with that instance, that isolated event, handle it, learn from it, move. But I'm not going into my life saying that the only way that that positive can happen is if something negative happens first. No. Because truth of the matter is, there are some people who just budget. Some people they didn't have to be broke. They got a job in high school. They decided, okay, I know this is how much money, this is how much needs to go out, this is how much is coming in. And so I'm going to live beneath that. I'm going to leave myself a cushion. I'm going to save for myself. There are people who didn't have to get broke. Now, they may never be rich, but they know how to budget. There are some people who like, I'm gonna take this job. I know I'm not gonna like it. It's a means to an end though, because what I'm trying to get to is the job I know I want. So let's be mindful that we're not trauma tethering, that we're not connecting the prospect of our success to a detrimental traumatic experience happening first. It doesn't have to be that way. Don't look for that. Don't say, well, here comes the trouble, so I know something good is happening. I can't expect nothing good to happen before the trouble comes. Yes, you can. And you should. Change your confession. And this isn't about good self-help talk and all of these things. I'm talking about, one, for those of us who are believers, agreeing with what God has said about our life. God says that He would that we would prosper and be in good health even as our soul prospers. So one, this is a part of making our soul prosper. Changing how we see things. Believing and connecting and agreeing with God. What God said about me is true. Who He said I am is true. What He said I can have is true. So we're going to do that. And yes, things are going to happen. I'm not trying to act like I don't know that life is real. Of course. But my expectation is not that I'm looking for something bad because it has to be bad. I have to have something bad for me to appreciate something good. I have to have something bad before something good can come. No. And so if this is you and you found yourself in this mindset or dealing with this situation or thinking this way, I just want to challenge you to see where that came from. And to understand that since it doesn't have to be that way, that a lot of what happens is what we say is going to happen. So say what you want to happen. This isn't a magic potion, because if there's work that has to be done, you need to do it. I can't say I want to be 50 pounds lighter and eat every Twinkie, Ho-Ho, Oreo, and chocolate that I can think of. That's not how it works. I can say that all I want to. But say it, work towards it, and watch it happen. Don't tether your dream to trauma. That's really all I'm trying to say. I could go on and on, but I won't. I'm going to keep this kind of a little short. But please work on what you're thinking. And be kind with what you say. You're listening to you. You're listening. So be kind to yourself. That's all I got for today, guys. Ladies. So if you would, please follow me on Twitter. Not Twitter, Father help me Jesus, but do that too. mpowHer on Twitter. I'm gonna start back to posting on there. Instagram, mpowHer 540, mpowHer 540. Y'all, I'm tired. Follow me there. Share the video. Share my Twitter, my Instagram. The YouTube channel is live, guys. I know I've been saying it for a while. We're not going to talk about that, but it's live. Okay, so go to YouTube, search mpowHer, mpowHer, and we'll come up. So subscribe, why don't you? And share and like and do all the things that you're supposed to do. Hit the notification bell. I need Dabney down here to say all of my closing stuff, because she declares she's an influencer. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.